This is a plumbing installation video of the P40 Gas Softwash system. You can also plumb the P36, AR45, basically most of your gas softwash systems. So this is going to consist of all the items that you need in order to plumb it. So going from my tank, as you can see, I have a 1-inch male barb T, a 1-inch male barb T, since I have it feeding my actual pressure washer and my soft wash system. If you don't have both of those items, and you can also have a separate actual feed line as well. This is all 1 inch. So going from that male barb T, 1-inch hose going into a 1-inch check valve. I got this at Lowe's. It's a spa check valve. And then on each end of the check valve, on one end I have a 1-inch male barb, and then on the other end I have a 1-inch male to male fitting that screws into my 1-inch Banjo filter. Out of the 1-inch Banjo filter, I have a 1-inch male to male fitting that screws into the Banjo filter and then screws into my 1-inch ball valve. Okay. On the other end of the ball valve, I have a 1-inch male barb going to a 1-inch female barb T. Okay, so you have a barb on each side. And on the female portion, I have a 1-inch to 1/2-inch reducer. With the 1-inch 1/2-inch reducer, I have a check valve, which is a 1/2 inch, along with a 1/2-inch metering valve. Then I have a 1/2-inch male to barb, which is a hose that feeds into my chemical tank. Additionally, if you wanted to, you could also put a remote valve on here. I have a remote valve here, which is a 1/2-inch 12-volt ball valve that controls my bleach. I activate it and I can turn my bleach on and off. But if you don't want to use the remote ball valve, you can just have your hose running straight from here all the way to your tank. And then when you want to shut off your bleach, you have to come back to the actual trailer and turn this off. Going from here, I have another 1-inch female barb T with a 1-inch to 1/2-inch reducer going to a 1/2-inch male barb T 90 degree. This is my bypass. I have 25 feet of bypass hose, so that way I can bypass for a good period of time, 10 to 15 minutes, and that goes to my bypass port on my gas softwash system, which is a 1/2 inch. Okay, after that I go from here to my 1-inch inlet on my gas softwash pump. The outlet port is 3/4 inch, which is here. So I have 3/4 inch hose going to straight to my actual hose reel, the inlet of my hose reel. And then from there I have a 1/2-inch ag hose rated at 600 psi. So you need to make sure that your outlet hose here is rated for at least 300 psi or more. I definitely recommend something a little bit higher than 300 psi because you're maxing it out. This hose right here can be low pressure hose because it's not high pressure on your bypass. And that's about it. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is just pause the video so you can see it, so you can hear each item that I named as far as plumbing it up, and go from there.